Hello folks, I hope you're keeping well. Thank you very much for joining me here at Friendship Shaving. I'm your host Mark, and today I'm going to be shaving with my Puma straight razor and looking at the DS Cosmetic DS RT20 adjustable shaving brush. And the soap I've got on there is the original Coconut Bay with lime from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and this is a blend of coconut, West Indian Bay, lime and a little bit of spice, and it is a very, very nice soap indeed. Now I have the brush adjusted quite high at the moment. You can see this outer cylinder screws up and down, and I'll play with that through the shave as we go along. It was sent to me by my good friend Sven, so Sven, thank you very much indeed. I was really intrigued when I got this. I wondered if it was a bit of a gimmick or if it was a good idea, and I think after using it that it's a good idea. I'm enjoying using this brush. It is a heavy brush. You can see it looks heavy. It is 140 grams, so it really is quite a hefty brush. And it has a 26mm, not too bad, badger knot, but obviously adjusting the brush can make that knot smaller and give it more backbone, or a bit bigger and give it a bit less backbone. It retails at £30.66 at the moment. I did, on the DS Cosmetic site, have to actually search for adjustable brush to see it, but that includes free postage, so I think it's quite reasonably priced. There we are, there is today's weapon of choice, the Puma straight razor 1938. A 5/8 of an inch razor, and we'll just get started. Now I'm just going to do a 2-pass shave today with this razor. I've been doing quite well with it. It is a hollow ground razor, and I think this is the 8th time that I've used it, so I've been keeping it nice and sharp on my strop. It is getting to the point now where perhaps I could just do with a little touch up on my finishing stone, but certainly compared to hollow ground razors, I tried when I was learning to shave with a straight razor. I am managing to keep the edge certainly better than I used to do when I stropped the razor. So obviously there has been a little bit of an improvement there, which I'm glad of. But this is a very nice razor and I am enjoying it. I'm going to be including a straight razor shave once every month. And I'm going to do that just so there is something for everybody on this channel. I like to keep the content nice and varied. So if you are a straight razor shaver, perhaps that's something you can look forward to. And I'll be looking for some cheap straight razors that I might be able to feature. I should tell you that lather is doing really well because it's been sat on my brush for about 15 minutes. I was just about to start my shave and I had to step out, and that's how long it's been sat there, so it's done really, really well. I think I said this is a CK6, and I was asked just the other day if the CK6 formula from PAA was my favourite soap at the moment, and I think it is, to be honest. It's really very, very good. I couldn't see the CK6 on the PAA website, but I have the CK4, which is also a very good soap indeed, with the aftershave, and I think that was for $35 if I remember rightly, which seemed like a very good price. Now my lather this time is a little thick for the straight razor, but we will suffice. Now let me show you a little bit more about this brush. It's absolutely intrigued me. It has a DS Cosmetic and the code number for the brush written on the surface there that you can see. To their credit, they've done that quite subtly and it doesn't detract from the look of the brush at all. So I'm going to tighten this right down to the base. Now, as I said, it is a heavy brush at 140 grams. Unlike most brushes, it is a straight up and down cylinder. Lots of brushes have somewhere where there is a curve for your thumb or somewhere for your fingers. This certainly works that way. You know, if it's opened up, there's a little space there, and that affords you a little bit more grip. If you like to use it down there, I found sometimes it can be a little bit slippy, especially when you start off down there and you might experiment, as I have done, and lift the outer cylinder during the shave. When that happens, if you go right up, it tends to push the soap out of the knot and it dribbles down here. And while there is knurling This central bit, which is smooth chrome, is the bit where I tend to grip the brush, and that can get quite slippy, but if you notice a bit of soap on there and you wipe it with your flannel or your towel or whatever, it's quite alright. It's a very good brush. It's a very good brush. But when I got it, the knot was very dirty indeed, and it took a few washes to get that clean, and then a few more to get rid of the smell, as is often the case with an animal hair brush. But it's turning out to be very nice. It feels quite comfortable in my hand now. It did take a little while to feel comfortable. The first few times I used it, it felt a little unwieldy. But now I just don't notice it. I just pick it up and use it, and it does feel very, very nice indeed. Now I'm just going to add a little drop of water to the top of that, just to see if I can make that a bit easier on my razor. I found the soap sticking to the leading edge of my razor on the last pass, so hopefully it'll be a little better this pass. Now I should just say that next Friday, on the 28th of January, it will be my birthday. So there will be a birthday shave, and I will be using not one, but two of my birth date vintage razors. I'm very much looking forward to that shave. Fantastic. There we are, that's a much better lather. That drop of water has made the difference. It washed off the blade very easily. And in fact, my face is still nice and slick. After the razor passes over. Whoa, that was close, right there. Guys, I've been using a razor, a safety razor, that has taken a little bit of getting used to. And I found it was snagging me on the bottom of my neck there. it was really causing me a bit of grief, and I don't know what made me try it, to be honest with you. I don't know what made me try it, but I picked up my Parasso White and I put some on the sore bit just at night time before I went to bed. I think the menthol helped. Do you know what? It cleared up very quickly. I'm convinced it actually helped with the healing process. So, you know, if you nick yourself and it's still a bit sore at the end of the day, but you've got some pre-shave, perhaps just try it. It might work for you. Now I'm just gonna go up my face that way on both sides, and I think that will do for today. We'll just up there like that. Of course, I shall be drying and cleaning my razor very well, particularly around that hinge and around this rubber piece, to make sure there is no moisture left there. Then I will strop it on canvas, and I'm tending to do 30 on canvas, 70 on the leather. So I'd be interested to know, if you have a straight razor and you use it often, how often do you strop yours? How many laps do you do? Well, that is my shave for today. I'm actually going to use because this Coconut Bay has a bit of lime and a bit of spice. It smells beautiful. That coconut is the top note, and it mixes in with the spices, but it doesn't smell like bay rum. I really like this one, but because of the spiciness, I'm going to use a drop of Old Spice. Oh, that's a beautiful scent. Absolutely wonderful. And just a recap about the DS Cosmetic brush. A good idea or a gimmick? Well, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a very nice brush indeed. It's taken a few shaves, but it feels quite natural in my hand now. The weight is not presenting a problem at all. The knot is really nice. So yeah, all in all, a bit of a hit. And we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for being part of my shave this week. I'm really looking forward to my birthday shave, and I hopefully will see you then. Take good care of yourselves. All the very best now. Bye bye.